Alright, yeah, more Amstrad Action. As per usual, we look through the magazine and play the games that get reviewed. Anyway, let's start at the beginning. I've got the cover, of course. Britain's leading magazine for the Amstrad CPC 464, 664, and 6128. Issue number 33, June 1988. Still £1.25. Take control. Exciting hardware projects for building a joystick and splitter. Because Amstrad only has one joystick port. If you want two joysticks, you can have a splitter. If you want two joysticks. Take a call. While sizzling news on the comms scene, software and hardware. Yeah, I'm sure that phone receiver's well attached to that monitor. Take cover. Explosive special feature on strategy war games. Plus, Nebulus, the master game, reviews of Impossible Mission 2, Charlie Chaplin, Venom Strikes Back, and Beyond the Ice Palace. Buyer's guide to spreadsheets, databases, word processors, and all the regular news, reviews, tips, and advice. Splatoon, the first casualty of war is innocence. Yeah, I think we played that in the last issue. What's the one before that, even? A computer product from Ocean. Take them all on, it's the only way to live. Target Renegade. Target Renegade is highly entertaining and ample justification for a sequel. It develops the theme and develops the gameplay no end on the original. Each man is 4 sprites, all beautifully drawn with great comic touches. The dog is quite wonderful. Commodore user. PCW Game of the Week. Target Renegade has the added essence of variety, which is not to be found on other games of this kind. Fear not, this is well worth the readies. Just screenshots. Trying to think which is which. I think those bottom 2 are C64. Top one is Spectrum. Every move you make, every step you take, they are watching you. Fight your way through the precinct, the back alleys, the car parks. Fight your way through the villainous community, the skinheads, the beastie boys, the bouncers. On a hot, steamy night in New York, this is just the tip of the iceberg on your chilling quest to confront Mr. Big. A spectacular arcade-style brawl with many hoodlums and hellhounds to encounter. This is Target Renegade. If it moves, it hurts. The lineup. June 1988. Reaction. The section where you have your say about life, the universe, CPCs, the mag and everything. Helpline. Don't despair. Help is at hand. The helpliners can solve just about any problem. Go ahead. Make their day. Am Scene. The latest news from the CPC scene, including the hot new game releases, hardware happenings, and shock horror revelations. Hardware projects. Into the world of solder, PCBs and diodes, and we show you how to build a joystick, splitter, use an I/O port, and much more. Communications, reviews of the designer modem and the Access comms software, plus a roundup of what's happening in comms. Beyond the Ice Palace, a delightful graphic romp through caverns and tunnels as you take on all manners of horrid creatures. Nebulus, the master game, one of the most original games of the year, set on revolving towers in the sea, fantastic graphics and magical gameplay. Impossible Mission 2, the sequel to a classic arcade game. More features have been introduced to make it as demanding and addictive as ever. Venom Strikes Back, the third of the games based on the Mask cartoon series. This time it's out of the vehicles and action on foot. Strategy War Games, a 4-page special on strategy and war games that explains what they are, the best ones to buy, and what they have going for them. The Pilgrim, While his alter ego finds his way around India, the pilgrim previews The Bard's Tale and continues his programming series. In other words, it's another issue he's got nothing to review, I guess. New additions. We've had a change of staff here at AA, so say a fond farewell to Richard Montero, no more RPMs. And an enthusiastic hello to Pat McDonald, PBM. No, we don't know what the B stands for. Richard has taken his high-powered initials and work rate to a new future publishing magazine, ST in Amiga format. He's just down the corridor from us now, so you can bet he'll carry on contributing to AA. The new boy is 19-year-old Pat McDonald from Frome, pronounced Froome. Okay, Froome. For you non-West Country folk. He's earned a 664 and 6128 in his time, in total 3 years. He'll be taking over as technical editor and resident expert on skirmishing. This, if you don't already know, is the outdoor sport where you go charging around woodland firing paint pellets at the opposing team. So don't mess with Pat or you might get a visit from the Matt Gloss Commandos. Who paints wins. Pat's arrival coincides most conveniently with the first of our articles on hardware projects. Pat is very handy with a soldering iron, and ignoring several nasty burns has managed to assemble joysticks, portable telephones, and a fuel monitor. Ideas for projects have been flooding in, so you can be sure it will be a regular occasional feature from now on. Have fun with this issue and take care of those soldering irons. We want to lose you now. Are you going to stab yourself with a soldering iron? It's micro design. Sideways. Hey, mixed mouse compatible. Reaction. The section where you get your say about AA, label suits, love letters, letter bombs, and all other reactions are dealt with by Bob Wade. So treat them gently. Remember, we can't reply personally to letters, otherwise we wouldn't have time to produce a magazine each month. My lord and cry, yeah, okay, whatever. Art assistance. I have an Amstrad 6128 computer with disk drive, and was wondering if you could give me any information on the availability of software that would be suitable for a handicapped girl of 12 years of age. We are looking for simple games or some type of artistic software that allows drawings to be produced on the screen or dumped to a DMP 2000 printer. L.J. Yates, Darwin. The best art package on the market is Rainbird's Advanced Art Studio. More details. Alternatively, here's an art package linked to a light pen from Electric Studio. There's also a mouse-driven art package from AMS. The mouse will also work with the Art Studio. Simple games are a bit more of a problem because everything in the games field is relative. The best thing is to test games out in the shop, and if they will let you. And now for the 988 prom, something of an innovation. Oh. So they're going to do it in the future. Musical return. Recently purchasing a CPC 6128 has seen my return to home computing after several years' absence. One of my main purposes of finally choosing an Amstrad was that it seemed to be a good system to build upon, especially in the music composition area. Being fairly musical, this is my main goal, but I could do with a little help. Who and where is the best place to look for any musical add-ons and relevant software, i.e. MIDI keyboards, etc.? I've already written to Rob Baxter in Manchester, who has been composing with Rainbird's advanced music system for some time, but I would appreciate any other help from yourself or other musically motivated AA readers. Dave Constable, Havant. Over to our musical correspondent. There are three main suppliers of music and MIDI boxes for the Amstrad. RAM Electronics produced a RAM music machine for around £50. This allows connection to MIDI and includes a sampler. DHCP Electronics produced a MIDI interface for £65 and various software packages, two of which are reviewed in this issue. Finally, if you want to splash out, EMR produced the MIDI track performer for £130. This is a MIDI interface and 8-track sequencer rolled into one package. Ooh. Seeing red. I've owned an Amstrad CPC 618 computer since August of last year. I purchased the machine because I felt it offered me the best value for my hard-earned money. The main reason I decided to get a computer was to learn the C programming language, and later some COBOL and assembly language. Playing games was not the reason I bought my 6128, although I do enjoy them now and again. I do not buy games very often for several reasons. One, in Dublin, a disc-based game will cost you 19 IR to 20 IR, whatever the currency was in Ireland in 1988, depending on when you buy a UK £14.95 price bracket. I feel this is not very good value for money. I have no time or interest in cassette software. Why do we not have budget disk software? 2, original software is hard to find. At the end of the day, how many new games are released? Most games released are just a variation on a theme. Software houses seem content to churn out the same old stuff. Why not if people buy it and it makes them money? 3, why do game designers make some of them so hard? I'm all in favour of making games difficult so their appeal lasts longer and you get better value for money. But why not give you a chance to select the difficulty level? Any programmer who wants to see what I mean should get a copy of Match Day 2. That's how all games should be programmed. Arcade conversion. Some work very well, but others are a big disappointment and a waste of money. Playing a game on an arcade machine fitted with hydraulic rams, stereo sound, multiple screens, and complex graphics is all very well, but how much of that can be transferred to an 8-bit home computer? Film times put me to sleep. Well, how many arcade games do you know have hydraulic rams and stereo sound? Not that many. I suspect I am not the only person with these points of view, but a solution is not so simple. Software houses will produce what they think will sell. So if owners continue to buy the unoriginal rubbish which lands on the new release stands, that's what the companies will produce. Arcade conversions will continue simply because people buy them. You and I, the computer users, are the people who will ultimately dictate the future for games software, because we are the software buying public. If we don't buy the next rehashes of present titles, then software companies may sit up and take notice. Cathal Gantley, Dublin. Spot the House. I've just received a back issue of Amstrad Action, issue 7, and was amazed to find on page 25 a picture of Lancrig House. Is this the building on the side of Helm Crag, as Grasmere in Cumbria? Is this the building that is now a vegetarian hotel run by Robert and Janet Whittington, none other than my uncle and aunt? Are some of the authors of this great magazine vegetarian? Has someone actually been there, or is this picture copied off the advert? Is this the same building, or have I just made a complete fool of myself? Stuart Whittington, Whitehaven. Brian Larkman did the review of the AMX mouse colour software in which the picture appeared. A quick inquiry to him reveals that it is indeed the same building. Brian apparently visits there occasionally, and the picture was done from sketches, memory, and an old Victorian photograph of the house. Killer Hamster. After many alone hours among my software, I still cannot understand the word Schneider. What is it? A kitchen? A dog? Or a killer hamster? Mark Watson, Dewsbury. Sorry to disappoint you, but Schneider is the name of the company who used to distribute Amstrad machines in Germany. Hence, they were called Schneiders over there. Personally, I don't think Schneider Action has quite the same ring to it. Great name for a hamster, though. Something wrong here. Software for hams. To be or not to be? Go 6128. I'm writing concerning Gavin Manning's letter in the April issue of this year. He suggested a Go 6128 command, and you said that it would be too hard to implement if you based it on 16-bit chips. I agree with you there, but if you consider the price of a CPC, the majority is taken up by monitor, disk drive, tape deck, and keyboard unit. The chips only take a fraction of the cost, under £100. If you put the CPC's chips inside a 68000 machine, You put a Go 618 command in the ROM, you could go into CPC mode, and switching off would return you to 68000's command mode. I'm sure that's how it works. It would only add another £50 to the price, which I would be willing to pay. Remember, the keyboard, 3-inch disk drive and monitor are already there. And a tape port for 464 users. No dissatisfied customers, to quote Mr. Manning. David Chew, County Dublin. Compatible impossible. 1. How do I get my Amstrad CPC 618 compatible with an IBM PC or PC XT? I know my 618 is powerful, but software for PCs is brilliant. LEQ, Woking. Unfortunately, there's no way to make a 618 compatible with PC software. PC software may be brilliant, but so is CPC software, and it's much cheaper too. The game's fine, I'm just not happy with the cheerleaders. American football. Oh. A poke here for Master Chess makes all the pieces invincible. Of course. Search for the Super Bowl. When are we going to see a half-decent American football simulation for the Amstrad CPC machines? I write this letter after returning home from an evening spent playing the amazing 4th and Inches by Accolade on my friend's computer. The first gridiron game released for the Amstrad was originally titled American Football by APS. Although it now appears dated and is very limited, it has been released as a budget title. This is still the best American football game around. Next came Super Bowl fiasco. Ocean advertised it frequently, keeping my spirits up, but it never actually appeared. Since then, we've seen an absolutely appalling conversion of GFL Championship Football by Activision. How playtesting, if it exists, can allow through a game in which a continuous tone begins after points are scored, in addition to numerous other bugs, puzzles me. I was sent another copy before I eventually got my refund. The budget title Gridiron, by the inappropriately named Top 10 company, just doesn't bear mentioning. The first time I loaded up, I won every game, including the Super Bowl, by scores such as 63-0. Other machines have seen touchdown, on-field football, and the excellent Super Sunday by Nexus. No luck for the Amstrad owners. A telephone call to Accolade and US goal on the subject of 4th and Inches resulted in further disappointment. Perhaps later this year, was the vague reply. So please, software houses, let's see some action on the gridiron front. Surely the demand is there for one quality simulation. Stephen Napper, Stoke-on-Trent. I'm a keen American football fan myself, and also long for a decent simulation. I think the main problem is finding someone who actually knows the sport well and can program competently too. Otherwise, you just get reasonably well-programmed games from someone who knows nothing about the game, leading to inaccuracies, or a badly programmed game from someone whose heart was in the right place, but technical ability let them down. So I add my voice to the call for a simulation or strategy game that really gives the feel and excitement of the real thing. Here's your helpline. People want your help with games or other stuff. Lots of games, too many to list. SDC. Guadalcanal is 2 words, apparently. Gary Linekar's soccer. 19 Part 1 boot camp. Whatever that is. Oh, there's GFL football. Footballie of the Year. Excellent. Footballie of the Year. AMScene, monthly update. What's new on the CPC scene? PCW innovation. For the musically minded out there who are into all those MIDI gadgets, you might be interested in an extra exhibition at the PCW show on September 14th to 18th. The section in question will be called MIDI Soundscape. Montbuild Limited, who organised the event, say they're giving it a substantial promotion. What might you see there? Well, everything from complete integrated MIDI systems through individual products like keyboards, drum machines, effect boxes, etc., down to the actual computer hardware and software which can be used to drive the system. Ooh, got expensive printers. Helicopter warfare. Gunship, the helicopter simulation from Microprose, will be with you in the next couple of months. It's been a long time coming, but if the other versions are anything to go by, it'll be good. If you get really good at the game, then you'll join the limited few that have won the Congressional Medal of Honor. Like apparently this dude. Don't push me! 7 of Gremlin's programmers have been pushed out of a plane in the depths of Nottingham. No, they haven't been failing to meet deadlines. It's all done in the aid of charity. The Royal National Lifeboat Association is to get the proceeds from the event. You can't read who exactly is getting pushed out of the plane. Yeah, well. Young get data protection. People from the age of 11 upwards are being made aware of the Data Protection Act through the aid of BTA study cards. 30,000 of the study cards have been distributed free to schools and colleges during and follow-up material in the form of resource packs has been requested by many students and teachers. The forms for registering under the Data Protection Act have also been simplified to make it less daunting to go through the registration process. If you want further information, okay, whatever. Award-winning adventures. The results of the Golden Chalice Awards, won by the Adventurers Club Limited, have been announced. 823 of the members of the club cast their votes for the games that they thought were best during 1987. The winners are Golden Chalice, Gnome Ranger by Level 9. Silver Chalice, Rygel's Revenge by Mastertronic. Bronze Chalice, Nighthawk by Rainbird Software, Level 9. Honourable Mention, The Guild of Thieves by Rainbird Software. 4. The finals of the Computer Golf Championships have just been held at the Belfry Golf Club near Birmingham. US Gold ran the competition to find the best players of the game world-class leaderboard in 3 categories: novice, amateur and professional. The winners were Simon Stewart of Lanarkshire, Mark Hyman of London and Chris Dale from Sheffield. Action computer suppliers have released a wide range of new products that you may find useful for your CPC. The first is a case and keyboard cleaning kit that costs £4.85. It contains 87 mils of aerosol foam cleaner, 25 cleaning buds and 20 wipes. A wide range of labels are also available from Action. They use a special adhesive that allows them to be removed or repositioned without having any sticky residue behind. There are 9 shapes and sizes of labels, which range from the humble diskette up to the large tape reels. If you're having trouble with voltage surges, spikes, or mains-borne radio frequency interference, then you may be interested in a power filter. It protects your programs and data from inopportune crashes. The cheapest is £27.90, and it provides a clean supply at up to 3 amps. Another model allows 4 sockets to be protected, and the top-of-the-range model can switch on 5 sockets in an order, with a few seconds delay between each switch-on to protect more sensitive pieces of equipment. The 4-socket model costs £68 and the top of the range £149. Have you ever been in a situation where 4 hours of programmable data has disappeared because there's been a power cut or the meter's run out of money? Well, if you have, then you might be interested in the power bank. This gives you up to 20 minutes of emergency power. There are 3 models in the range: the 250 VA, 500 VA, and 1, 1 kVA, providing up to 200 watts, 400 watts, 800 watts respectively. The cheapest is a little on the expensive side at £649. The other two are £1,135 and £1,335 each. So if you can afford one of these, the data will have to be very important. Computer workstations. Elmo UK Limited have just released a new computer table called the Data Desk. It has an adjustable angle work surface, pull-out keyboard, file storage, and a large CPU and printer surface. It's not exactly cheap at £120, but it does include VAT and delivery. For further information, call Elmo. SBS Computer Supplies have also launched a new workstation, the Mini Office System. It has a desk unit with shelf and drawer, computer and printer unit, filling trolley, and a corner unit that links the workstation together. For a limited period, SBS will be supplying a free swivel chair with each system ordered. It costs £187 and is available from SBS Computer Supplies Limited. Charity software. The Race Against Time is the new title from Codemasters that has been written specifically for Sport Aid 88. The game will not be on sale from 7th of May when it is launched on the ITV children's program Get Fresh. It's an arcade adventure by the Oliver Twins, and there's also a musical soundtrack of the Peter Gabriel track Games Without Frontiers. If you're interested in taking part in the real Race Against Time on the 11th of September and are having difficulty finding entry forms, then send a large SAE to Sport Aid 88 information. Smart Multiface 2 Plus. Romantic Robot are developing an improved version of the Multiface 2, the 2 Plus. The price will remain the same, £39.88. Apparently the new version will do away with the manual switch and has an internal one instead. Romantic claim that they were handling a lot of returns with broken switches. This is one of those clever black boxes that can take control away from a program while it is running. This enables you to examine, edit, and back up commercial software. To actually load in software, the Multiface 2 must be present, so pirates will find this about as much use as rubber cutlass. The procedure is you reset your Amstrad with the device. The Multiface will now be invisible to any software scanning for it. At the touch of a button, it will burst into activity and wrest control away before the pool program knows what's hit it. The product is still under development, but according to the manufacturers, it should be available in a couple of weeks, i.e. mid-May. New releases. Breakout Clone. The hit 16-bit Breakout type game Impact has just been released by Audiogenic on the CPC. There are 80 pre-designed screens of bat and ball action and another 10 redesigned by the player. Using a built-in screen designer, you'll get a full review next month. Price is $9.95 on cassette and $14.95 on disc. Spend a Penny. The adventure game of the Jeffrey Archer novel, Not a Penny More, Not a Penny Less, has finally arrived from Domark. It's a graphical adventure in which you must recover £1 million that's been swindled from you. US Gold. Arcade Force 4 is US Gold compilation of, not surprisingly, 4 games. They are Roadrunner, Gauntlet and the Deeper Dungeons, Metrocross and Indiana Jones. The compilation is available now and costs $9.99 on cassette and $14.99 on disc. I've got that compilation. Pick of the Nose. Bogey's Pick is a compilation of 4 games that has just been released by Top 10 Software. The 4 games are Herbert's Dummy Run, Druid's Moon, Stock Exchange, and Dark World. The 4's games cost £2.99 and are only available on cassette. Hewson. Marauder is a new game from Hewson that will be in the shops by the end of June. It's a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up. That will cost you $9.99 on tape and $14.99 on disc. Also from Hewson is Heathrow International Air Traffic Control, an air traffic control simulation in which you have to make sure that all the aircraft get down safely and don't go bump in the sky. It costs £7.95 and is available on cassette only. Ocean. We Are the Champions is an Ocean compilation that's out on the streets now. Games included on it are IK Plus, Renegade, Rampage, Barbarian, and Super Sprint. All games received fairly good reviews, and as a pack, a good value for money at $9.95 on tape and $14.95 on disc. Hydrofoiling around. PHM Pegasus will soon be arriving on the high streets from Electronic Arts. It's a hydrofoil combat simulator. It has 3D filled graphics and costs $8.95 on tape and $14.95 on disc. Powering up. The Powerhouse have just launched 4 new games on the CPC: Metropolis, Astro Ball, Scary Tales, and TT Racing Simulator. Metropolis and Astro Ball are arcade adventures, Scary Tales is a text adventure, and TT Racing Simulator is a strategy arcade game. All games cost $1.99 on cassette only. Out of print. In the April issue of AA, we mentioned the book Assembly Language Programming for the Amstrad CPC 464, 664, and 6128 by A and D Stevenson. Unfortunately, we have since discovered that it is now out of print. You may still be able to find it lurking in some dark recess or a bookshop, or you could try out-of-print services of Cardiff, who may be able to help find it. They will try and track a book down for you, but it may take a month to find. Teletext, a world of information at your fingertips. Only £75 worth. Soldering on. Pat McDonald presents some much requested ideas on adding bits to your CPC. See the schematic, look at that, simple. Look at that fancy joystick splitter. Oh, there you go. You put a box on it and make it look better. Not a work of art, but it works. To design a joystick. It's a budget phaser one, I guess. Honeysoft Circuit HSP1 parallel card 1995 Circuit Electronics. This is a general purpose connector or something. Good news, software is comprehensive and easy to use. The PROM software is cheap. It's on order apparently. Manual gets you started well. Bad news, no case supplied. The huge number of nights you will spend on interfacing sundry equipment to your Amstrad. It's an addictive hobby. More books. Look at that robot. That good looking robot. How do you get the moves from your word processor and printer? 9-pin dot matrix printer head. That's what it looks like. You pays your money. Wrong operating system. Last month, AA32, Richard Montero stated in a piece called Bar CPM that ProText files are restricted in size only by the space on the disk. My 612, I have ProText and ProSpell both on ROM. They can only get about 12 pages of text into memory, and then I get an out-of-memory message, and I have to dump the file to disk. I can get 5 files on each side of a disk, but I would prefer just one long file rather than 5 small ones, particularly at printing time. Samir Bowyer, Sunningdale. The version of ProText that Richard was talking about is version 2.2. This runs under the CPM Plus operating system and is available on disk only. Your version is on ROM and is therefore the MS-DOS version. Version 2.2 opens a file to the disk and can therefore have files as large as the capacity of the drive. The MS-DOS version cannot. By the way, it is generally a good idea to include your printed name. I presume that means he signed his name and no one can read it. Absolute Beginners, a series of articles taking you from complete ignorance to complete mastery of BASIC. First Bytes, so hexadecimal horrifies you. We have the solution in this section devoted to the novice machine code programmer. Earth calling CPC. And this, our first coverage of the comms world in quite a while. Pat McDonald gets online. What's the fuss? Your computer sits alone. It cannot really talk to the outside world except for someone who sits down at the keyboard. It is bored and frequently sulks. What it really needs is to get out and about, meet new friends, find a hobby. Most computers the world over suffer the same problem. What is needed is to get them talking to each other. Luckily, the physical connections for this are already in place, the telephone network. So what you need is some equipment to connect the CPC to the phone line. But is there anything worthwhile connecting to? The answer is an emphatic yes. Hundreds of thousands of computers can talk through the phone lines. These are two professional forms of service offered. Databases and email. Electronic mail is in many respects similar to what is snidely referred to as snail mail. 988, folks. For a start, this isn't hindered by delivery times or strikes. Messages are actually stored on a separate computer to which you can dial from anywhere with a telephone. That way, you can look through your messages without physically having to move back to your address. Confused yet? Read on! The designer modem. So this is for the Demon 2 designer modem. Dataphone Limited, $79.95. Good news, excellent price and performance. BAPT approved. Good documentation. Bad news, no bell tones. No 1200 full duplex. But then who needs it? Exus by Montflair Computer Systems, $29.95, CPM Plus only. So fancy software. Good news, excellent Prestel mode. Large capacity carousel, very user friendly. Bad news, protocol cannot be changed online. Disk based, so slightly slower than ROM. More capacity though. Anyone for MIDI? Casio CZ101, voice editor. DHCP 2250 tape, $29.95 disc. Good news, enhances your Casio no end. Fun to use. Available for a range of interfaces. Bad news, poor manual. Occasionally crashes. MIDI 8-track sequencer. DHCP 2250 tape. $29.95 disc. Good news, well laid out and easy to use. Cheap at the price. Updated version is on the way. Bad news, misses certain features. Manual assumes a fair knowledge of the subject. WOPS. Good. It's a good name for utility. WOPS. Here's an advert for Multiface 2 again. We the disassembled. This Pyramid's upgraded assembler worth crossing the desert for. Pat McDonald investigates. Pyridev Plus. Pyramid, £19.50 CPM Plus only. I had the original Pyridev. It's not a CPM. Original version wasn't CPM based. Still. Maxam is, without a doubt, the most popular CPC assembler. Pyridev never seemed to get a foothold, being seen as a poor second to Laser Genius. Does the Plus version alter this arrangement? Well, for a start, there's still no ROM version available. This is a shame, but not a crippling deficiency. since disk loading isn't particularly slow. As with most CP/M Plus utilities, you're advised to begin by making a copy of the master disk to use for software development. The manual also gives directions on producing a turnkey disk to save time, as well as details on changing the default key values. Anachronism. Many Amstrad programmers ignore the potential uses of CP/M. It seems that sound and color graphics capabilities are of overriding importance. What might be better to bear in mind is the huge number of potential uses of a program. Imagine how an elite type game would sell if available under CP/M Plus. Yeah, you can kinda do it, but not every CP/M system does graphics at all, so it's a little difficult to do. Even though it does have a graphics system, sorta. Anyway, good news. Very large assemblies of source code are available. Conditional traps have been implemented. Excellent price. Bad news. Monitor lacks the odd feature. Amstrad monitor remains the same. Swift Half. Maxam 1.5. ANA 29.95. ROM only. Some years ago now, the assembly of Maxam was released. It was widely acclaimed and has never been really knocked off from the number one spot. Other assemblers have come and gone, but in general, none have had the ease of use combined with the power of Maxam. Now, ANA themselves have released a new version. Alternatives. Just to give Maxam 1.5 a fair review, here are some of the competition. Peridev from Discovery Software, Gremlin Graphics carry the name, is a disk-based assembler and it has the distinction of being able to process large amounts of source code and costs $29.95. Laser Genius, which was available from Ocean, is regrettably not being produced anymore, but boasted an awfully good monitor. Keep an eye out for redundant stock. For CP/M programmers, there's Peridev Plus available from Pyramid at £19.50 and reviewed in this issue. Here we just looked at the previous page. Good news expands on Maxam with new and improved commands. ROM software is instantly available. Ability to be used within ProText. Bad news, ROM software is expensive. ProText necessary to run it. The Informer, a goldmine of information, or a big mouth. Pat McDonald beats a confession out of the new display software from Treasure Island. The Informer, Treasure Island software, £29, disc only. Well, the Informer's job is to let whoever uses it produce a slideshow of pictures and information. This is useful in three broad areas: education, animated adventuring, and promotional information. The program can produce a display from three sources. The first are poetry screens, which provide an awful lot of colour for a small memory overhead. The second are normal screens, which take up 17K each and so need to be used sparingly. The third are text sequences, which can be overlaid on top of illustrations or shown on their own, and which do the actual informing while people are captivated by the pictures. Composition of the final product is as follows. You can have up to 24 poetry screens, 3 normal screens, 24 text screens, and a grand total of just 48 screens. Okay. Good news. Excellent presentation program. Represents real value for money. Tremendous potential for educational and display purposes. Bad news. You need Poetry Plus to make full use of it. 6128 only. Batteries not included. To use Informer, you will probably need Poetry Plus to produce the pictures. Otherwise, you'll be limited to just 3 illustrations. Poetry Plus works by recording every draw and alteration you'd make to the screen and then playing it back. This makes for much more economic memory usage, and hence more pictures can be utilised by the Informer. Poetry Plus can also be obtained from TI and costs $19.95 on disc only. Hot tips. Here's a collection of pokes that might be of interest. Redirect any printed data to screen. Display typed returns. Cursor off permanently. Escape key off. Ooh. Disable that escape key. Not so hot tip. Your machine code character dump published in the April issue won't work. It just says unknown command. I'm no expert at using a computer, but I'm sure the program has been entered correctly. AJ Ivanov, Rest Lothian. Ah, yes, you can either get rid of line 89 or type go to 90 after you have run the program. Okay, there you go. Lonely CPC. I have a Craft Maze Master joystick on a CPC 6128. When I load up a game, about 5 minutes later the computer behaves as though someone is holding down the control key and hitting others randomly. And it doesn't matter what I do, it still happens. Amstrad took 5 weeks to say it might be my joystick. Don't say try it on a friend's CPC. I haven't got any friends with CPCs. Ben Taylor, Gloucestershire. Okay, try a different joystick on your Amstrad. If that doesn't solve the problem, get your Amstrad checked out. Analytic Engineering Limited offer a good service for the CPCs and monitors. CPC Red's Dragon. I want to use a Dragon 32 computer to collect information and then transfer these data to my CPC 6128. Is the best way to use two RS-232 interfaces, or would it be better to employ opto-isolators feeding an 8-bit input port? Alternatively, is it possible to persuade the 6128 to read from a cassette with the information recorded on it by the Dragon? It's the easiest to use, but the hardest to actually get working, I suppose. P. Hampson, Norfolk. You're quite right, Mr. Hampson. The standard method of achieving a protocol would be to use RS-232 interfaces. The other methods you mentioned, while being perfectly feasible, are trickier to accomplish in practice. Comsoft. Education software. Ooh. Bar CPM. From freebies to fully priced, Richard Montero gets to grips with the delights of CPM software. There are many CPM applications for the PCW series of computers that will work with little or no modification on CPC machines running CPM+. It's highly unlikely that any PCW product will work under CPM 2.2. At worst, the PCW disk may be formatted in such a way that an ordinary CPC machine can't read the disk. Of course, there are some programs that just won't run on CPC. These usually rely on the fact that PCWs have huge 256K or 512K memories. CPM can be proved to be a cumbersome beast at the best of times, and that's why any hints on using software or the operating system itself are very welcome. If you have any gems that you think will interest a lot of other enthusiasts, do get in touch. Hey, we got to the reviews. Oh, okay. Action test. Houston have managed to rack up their second master game in as many months with the outstanding game Nebulus. You'll just love the revolving towers and wickedly addictive action. Fans of the old classic Impossible Mission will also be delighted with the sequel. The graphics and gameplay have both been improved. We've also got the third of the Mask games, Charlie Chaplin, Pink Panther, and more. There's a little list of games here. It's not a big list. Only 14 games. That's not a lot. Compared to like the 130 in the first one, because they had a big old backlog for that. Anyway, first game is Beyond the Ice Palace by Elite. $8.95 cassette, $14.95 disc, joystick or keys. The forces of evil have been doing naughty things again in the lands. Beyond the Ice Palace. They've been burning down trees and doing all sorts of other mischief that really gets on the woodcutter's nerves. It was decided that a magic arrow would be shot into the air, and the person who found it would undertake the dangerous mission of resetting the balance between good and evil. You must have enemies in high places because you're the one that found the arrow. Fans of Ghosts and Goblins will immediately recognise the format of this game. In many ways, the games are similar. You charge around a four-way scrolling playing area viewed in 2D, hurling an assortment of weapons at the assembled evil forces. Above the playing area is a panel where your score, lives, and number of spirits are displayed. On the first screen, you have a choice of 3 weapons to pick up. The mace is the most useful for baddie bashing, and the dagger is fairly useless. Jump down the hole to your left, and the adventure begins. If you're lucky, you won't lose a life doing this, but often you'll land on a bat and lose one of your 9 lives. A very irritating start to the game. That's a good start to your game. You lose a life without being able to do anything about it. There are a multitude of hostile inhabitants. Bats, ogre-like beings, demons, and dragons, to name a few. Bats hover around you, trying to sink their sharp little teeth into you. One hit is enough to finish them off. The ogres carry large axes that they throw in your direction, but they too take a single hit to kill. Demons materialize out of thin air, and they take several hits before they're dispatched. The dragons need to be hit in every section of their body before they stop coming after you. You do have one more thing that you can do to aid in your quest, and that is to summon a spirit. The spirit is a large golden head that appears at the top of the screen. It moves from left to right as it moves towards the bottom of the screen and destroys anything that it hits, except for you, of course. Spare spirits can be picked up as you travel through the game. There are no tunes in the game or on the title screen, and sound effects within the game are not particularly good. The four-way scrolling of the screen is smooth and fast. Animation of the sprites is slick and flicker-free. Colour is used very well throughout the game. Apart from the difficulty level being set a little too high, this is a fun arcade game. Some of the stages are very frustrating to get past. The lift shaft in particular can be very tricky, but you can have plenty of fun hacking and slaying anything that gets in your way. First year target score, 10,000 points. Second opinion. The action is fast and furious, just what's needed in an arcade derivative. You can't exactly say it's got originality or gameplay you haven't encountered before. What it has got is very slick presentation, well-worked graphics, and a lot of challenge. My only gripe is the dreadfully slow loading system from tape that Elite insist on using. There's absolutely no reason why they shouldn't have something at least twice as fast and just as reliable. Other than that, it's an addictive and demanding game. Green screen view. No problems playing in green. I remember Elite's loading system sitting on tape. It's completely unprotected. It's just a normal loading system at the slowest possible speed. So yeah, I suppose it's reliable. Verdict. Graphics 73%. Smooth four-way scrolling. Colourful and well-animated sprites. Sonics 39%. Average quality sound effects and no tunes. You sure on that? Grab factor 78%. Choose your weapon and destroy evil. Irritating how you can very easily lose lives in unavoidable situations. Staying power 74%. Plenty of levels to fight your way through. Frustration may outweigh addiction in the long term. AA rating 77%. A fun run and blast game that should keep you occupied. Huh? Okay. Let's get set up. Okay. Well, so much for no tunes. Beyond the Ice Palace. Beyond the Ice Palace and to the north, legend tells of a mystical land where strange creatures dwell. This is a land of fantasy and magic, of goblins and dragons, of good and evil. Recently, there have been great upsets in the balance of good and evil in these lands. The forces of evil have been burning down the forests and destroying the homes and lives of the simple woodcutters. One night a meeting was held between the ancient and wise spirits of the woods. A decision was made to appoint a single person to be responsible for returning this balance to the land once again by banishing the evil back from whence it came. They blessed the sacred arrow with the powers of the woods, which would summon a spirit in times of need, and shot it into the air. Whoever found the arrow would find themselves in the adventure of fantastic importance. Press any key to load game. Okay, so the game. Using a joystick. This. Summon spirit. That'll be the button to do so. Can't choose the second joystick button to summon a spirit. Oh, space button then. Pause P. Okay, let's get started. Weapons. Okay. And jump. Oh no, we got the knife. Oh, and he's dead. That's one life down. Well, that's annoying. This thing takes a few hits to knock down. And you get no points for it. Oh, threw an axe and went right over and over my head. Oh, axe to the face. And did again. God, he takes a lot of hits. Spirit. Oh, something killed me. Got it. Ooh, branching paths. Oh no. Climb a ladder or get hit by the bat. These bats take 2 hits. Can't jump high enough. I don't know what that does. Ooh, mice. Oh, sure. Just drop down. He's just there. Oh, just don't fall on the knife. Uh-oh. That can't be good. Oh! Down we go. All the way down. Okay. Sure. B is okay. Screggy. Try again. Oh yeah, the mace is stronger. Why would you use anything else? Oh! That was avoidable or something. Alright, get away from me. We're going to jump up the ladder this time, huh? Go! He got my foot! This again. But now it scrolls down! wonderful. So if you don't jump, it won't scroll down. Huh? These bats. This bit is annoying. Oh! Yeah, this is not at all frustrating. Not at all. Yeah, that kills you. So you can't stay out there. You gotta jump across. It's oh. That time it didn't scroll down. What is with this thing? Oh, oh. 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 Well. 8,860. You passed that thing. Try one more time. Oh. What? Can we restart? Yeah, aborted. There you go. Good. You pick it up first, then pick up the mace. Sorted. Oh. Really? Oh. That's a good start. Oh, he shot something at me. Oh. Okay. Oh, dead. Can't do nothing about them. It's like you gotta sacrifice one or something, or just use a spirit, summon a spirit, I guess. I think they'll probably still get you killed, but I don't think it protects you or anything. Oh, where did he come from? That's unfair. Come on. Just spawn it there. This is stupid. Yeah, that doesn't help. Still die. Oh. Got one life left. Not really enough. Yeah, it doesn't help. It doesn't stop you from dying. One last go. Go. Try that again. Oh, no. Didn't get enough iframes. Axe to the head. Oh, can I expect a second one? He shot me. Let's go this way. Wow. shot me as soon as he jumped. Oh, another one! Jeez. Just back here again. Another one might be safer. Dead. This game sort of feels very much that it's like a precursor to Savage. I think it is by the same developers. I'll have to check that. Trantor, which you've already seen. Yay! Okay. Another section. Okay. Oh, it was just there, huh? Oh, that's it. Still to get 10,000 points. Anyway, we'll move on. We've got the second stage. Or whatever. Alright, next game. Oh, Dark Side. Featuring Freescape. Mission: locate and destroy Zephyr 1 weapon on Dark Side. Avoid Plexor tanks. Disable Matrix ECDs. UCOs? I don't know. Use tunnel network and jetpack to best advantage. Time is short. End. From the Major Developments team, creators of the award-winning Driller. Solid 3D, the nearest yet to being there. And that's dude. Hey. Nebulus, Houston, and Gremlin. $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc, joystick keys. Some nasty, horrible people have been building huge towers in the sea of the planet Nebulus. You've been volunteered to go and demolish the towers because they spoil the view. Not surprisingly, the occupants object strongly to you bringing their new homes crashing down into the sea, so resistance to your mission is inevitable. To Nebulus you go, complete with the Mark 7 mini-sub. The screen shows a side-on view of the tower that you are to demolish with you, the little green pogo in the centre of the screen. With you, the little green pogo in the centre of the screen. At the top of the screen is a status panel that informs you of how many lives you have, your score, and the amount of time that you have left to complete the tower. To demolish a tower, you need to climb to the top and enter the last door. Sounds simple enough. What I've neglected to mention is the way you have to reach the top. Climbing up the tower involves you walking, jumping, and falling from one place to another. As you move left to right, the tower rotates smoothly behind you, leaving you stationary in the centre of the screen. If you go up or down, then the tower scrolls in the appropriate direction to give the impression of ascent or descent. To aid or hinder you in your climb, there are several different kinds of ledge that you can step on. There are normal ledges, disintegrating ledges, and slippery ledges. Normal ledges are the kind of reliable block that you will stay there and do nothing other than support you. Disintegrating ledges, on the other hand, disappear as soon as you step on them. Slippery ledges force you to move left or right, depending on the particular ledge. All of the three previous ledges look identical. There are also doorways into the tower and lifts. Lifts are used to rapidly move you up or down the tower, and doorways take you to the other side of the building, but you won't be able to see what awaits you there. The ledges are often linked into staircase-like structures to aid your ascent. There are also some little flashing blocks that stop you from going in certain places and stop some of the lifts from working. The blocks can be removed by hurling a snowball at them. The inhabitants of the tower come in four main types: killable, stunnable, indestructible, and homers. The killable aliens are red ball-like objects that bounce around the tower. A well-placed snowball will dispatch them. The black balls can be stunned with a snowball, but they will still push you if you bump into them while they're stunned. The indestructible aliens vary from tower to tower, but they all have to be avoided. The homers are red aliens that appear periodically from either side of the screen. They come on at the same level as you are on the tower and travel straight across to the other side. They can't be killed, and so you have to change level before it reaches you. Or you can go through a door to avoid it. If you collide with an alien, you'll get pushed off the ledge. If you just fall onto another ledge, then all you lose is time in climbing back up again. But if you fall into the sea, you lose a life, because the one thing you can't do is swim, although you do sink with exceptional style. When you finally reach the top of the tower, you get a bonus according to how stylishly and quickly you completed the tower, and you get to see the tower fall into the sea. I hope the fish don't mind all the rubble. It's off to the next tower then, and you won't be in the least bit surprised to find out that things start to get more difficult. There's only one small criticism I have, that the sequence where you are awarded bonus points after destroying a tower is slow and boring to watch. Pogo is cute and beautifully animated little green monster, and the rest of the sprites are done excellently too. The rotation of the tower is done very smoothly, and so is the vertical scrolling. A pleasant title tune plays throughout the game, and the sound effects are of a similar high standard. Sound and or music can be switched off if you want to. The concept is very simple. It's still basically only a platform game, but the frustration element of the multitude of puzzles keeps you interested. Some of the puzzles are really difficult to accomplish. They're not impossible, but they do take a lot of practice. This is the most original and playable platform game for a long time. It's bound to provide immense enjoyment and challenge. First day target score: complete 3 towers. The verdict: graphics 92%, smooth rotation of the tower, colourful and well animated sprites. Sonic 76%, above average tune plays throughout the game. Also cute sound effects too. Grab factor 94%. You'll be hooked within seconds of starting to play. Frustratingly addictive action. Lots of tower staying power 90%. Lots of towers to demolish. That's 8, if I remember correctly. Problems get progressively more difficult. AA rating 93%. Houston have done it again for a game of problem solving and fetch action to keep you playing for months. Have a second opinion? We do have a second opinion. It's not that often that someone comes up with an original concept for a game, but a platform game set on revolving towers fits the bill wonderfully. The puzzles and traps that lie in wait have been constructed to test the player's mind and reflexes. There are lateral thinking problems where you don't have to do anything but allow one of the aliens to do something to you. I won't reveal more than that. Such devious problems make this stand out from the crowd. The design, programming, and gameplay all of outstanding outstandingly high quality. Green screen view. Only problems that you'll have in green is of the mental variety. The game is just as easy to play as it is in colour. So if it's the Mark 7 mini sub, it says CH1 on there. Is it CW1? Who knows? Right. On with the game. Yeah, video game frogs can't swim. I've seen video game Rambos that can't swim either. Explode as soon as a little pinky gets wet. Okay. Okay. Nebulus, written by Chris Wood, 1988, Houston. Music, D. Rogers. Well, the music's continuous, so we might as well get started. Well, I fell for that one, didn't I? Oh, I've clearly forgotten this game already. Oh, jeez, it's already on. And we're gonna drown already. Yeah, you can tell I've played this for years. That snowball's very dirty. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. It took longer than I expected. Oh no! Oh, up we go again. Yeah. Oh, oh. Oh, and we go again. Time's running out. Up, up, up. Oh, that's gonna hit me. I'm gonna run out of time. Let me again. It's gone now at least. Time. Time's running out. Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's that. Time limit up. It's terrible. Do that again. I'm gonna wait this time. Yep, of course that's me. Oh no! Right back at the beginning. Wonderful. Wonderful. Nope, and we did. Well, this is going well. Ah. Go! Oh, down the bottom we go again. No. Nope. Nope. Hate that thing. No, I don't know! The first stage. I don't remember it being this difficult. I'm gonna run out of time again. And time is up. Ah, jeez. No. No! And try again we will. I used to be able to play this game to some extent. Wait. I remember that this time. Right now these break right. No. There you go. We're at the first stage. Also, this doesn't add up correctly either. Or do they? No. Well, the bonus is multiplied by 10. You should not have a 6 at the end of your score. Okay, which direction do we go? Not that way. I did that again. through that door if I remember correctly. Oh no. Wait. Ah! All the way back. We go again. Oh no, that's a mistake. Should have waited. It's going to be difficult with that thing. Can't really sit anywhere. There, what do you do? Right. Go. Oh no, I did it again! Idiot! Ah. And there goes the time. Do it again. Oh no, it's too early. Where is it? Here it is. Where is it? Go on. I'm waiting for it. Here it is. I have no choice here. That's why you don't move to that door. Wait. There we go. Zero for extras. traps and tricks. This is just the first proper difficult stage. Because you have to literally take a hit. On purpose. There you go. Not bad. It took so long to figure that out too. Why would you want to get hit on purpose? Oh, I can't do anything with that. Yeah, we can use it. Oh. Of course. And so do it again. You can't see that far up. There we go. Food stage complete. Oh well. Say it's going to do that. Where is it? Come on. Yeah. I've forgotten what I'm supposed to do here. Jump up there. Can't walk through there. Oh, go through the door, I suppose. That would be an idea. There's some puzzling through this lot. Oh, Ow! Oh no. Ah! Damn it. Oh no, it's... But you can't really do that, can you? Can you? No, you can't do that. Oh no, don't let me. Oh no. This jump here is stupid. I forget how it's done. No! Yeah, we gotta get it. Time's running out. Oh, it's gonna hit me. Okay. Alright, I'm loaded up. Do it all again. Well. Oh no. Up. Back to this stupid jump. Pass back this way. Early. There we go. I don't trust that. There's two of them. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, I almost forgot that one. I'm gonna do this stupid thing again. Take a hit. Okay. Ah! That's half the game done. Just give me one more extra life. 20k. Broken path. Oh, that was a mistake. Let's do that quicker. Past that? Oh, there, of course, of course! Of course! It's not going to been that easy. Anyway, that's Nebulus. Let's move on. Next game. Next game is Impossible Mission 2. A US Gold, an Epix, $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc, joystick only. Alvin Atombender is back to bring death and destruction to the world. A very large missile is due to be launched in 3 hours' time, and anything in the vicinity of the planet Earth will die. Since there are no scheduled flights off the planet for a while, you're left with no choice but to be heroic and save the world. Initially, it looks very similar to its predecessor, Impossible Mission. There's a side-on view of elevators and robot-infested rooms. However, the game has been changed considerably, so that it provides new challenges to veteran Impossible Mission players. Alvin's lair is made up of many towers that each have several rooms. Each room contains a mixed assortment of furniture and plenty of hostile robots that work for Alvin. Searching the furniture will provide one of the following: a number, a bomb, a command icon, or nothing. The numbers are used to track the security codes of the building. A 3-digit code is needed to enter the tower. A tower. Command icons come in several varieties: robot off, reset lift, move floor, or extra time. Surprisingly enough, the robot off command temporarily deactivates all the robots, and the reset lift option puts all of the lifts back in their startup positions. Some parts of rooms can slide horizontally, and they're moved with the move floor icon. Extra time extends the amount of time that you have to complete the game. There are two types of bomb, normal and time. The former is used to blast open a safe, and the letter to blow holes in the floor. Inside the safe, you will find a tape recording, more of that later. Inside the rooms you'll also find elven robots which come in 6 different varieties, or 6 different forms. Sentry bots, mine bots, pest bots, squat bots, bash bots, and suicide bots. Sentry bots are armed with high voltage plasma guns that fry you if you're hit. They aren't very maneuverable though, so they can be somersaulted over quite easily. Mine bots wander around leaving little messages all over the place. If you step on one of the explosive deposits, you'll get blown up. In most rooms, there are lifts, and the cute little pest bots have an annoying habit of playing on the lifts. They are so carefully positioned. Squat bots are small spring-loaded robots that you can use to propel yourself upwards in an extra large leap. Stand on them too long though, and they'll bash you into the roof. The bulldozer-like bash bots will grab you and then shove you off the edge of a platform, which can be fatal. The suicide bots leap to its death and tries to take you with it. In the corridor and lift section, you just run around trying to find rooms. During this part of the game, you can try and crack the code or to enter another tower, or play back any recordings that you've made. The recordings are needed to get into Elven's central tower, your main objective. Once in the central tower, you have to find the right terminal in Elven's control room and deactivate the missile. Sound is limited to running, jumping, and dying, and there are no tunes. The graphics are colourful and well animated, but they're nothing spectacular. There are some very mean problems to solve in this, and lots of towers to go through. There's little variation in playing style from room to room and tower to tower, but the problems do get tougher. If you liked Impossible Mission, then you'll love this, and if you didn't, then give this a look anyway. One final thing, it's a multi-load game. Oh no. First day target score, complete Tower 1. Second opinion. The original wasn't terribly well converted to the Amstrad, but this is a much better effort. The gameplay is as addictive as ever, somersaulting everywhere, timing problems, devious robots, and lots of puzzling. I actually prefer the puzzles in the original, but these still are worthwhile. I don't think this will ever have quite the same aura about it as the original had, but it's a cracking good game anyway. Green screen view, just as easy to play in green as it is in colour. The verdict. Graphics 76%, colourful scenery and sprites. The characters are a little small. Sonics 34%, very simple effects and no tunes. Grab factor 86%. Once you've grasped what to do, it's a great fun to play. The mixture of searching and puzzling is just right. Staying power 85%, plenty of towers to complete, and defeating Elven will take quite a while. After a few games, you may get bored doing the same thing over and over. AA rating 85%, a worthy follow-up to Impossible Mission. Okay. Okay. Impossible Mission 2. Epic Copyright 1988. Programmed by Novotrade. And straight into the game. Do you need a title screen? Okay, we're at the bottom there. Let's see our footsteps. They're very noisy. Okay, that's that thing. Oh. Jesus, only one of them. Did all four of them? Well, this is going to take a little while. Get away. I don't bother jumping on that one. Checking that. Oh, jeez, he came after me. Can't go anywhere there. Up we go then. Up we go. See? There's only one entrance in this room, by the looks of it. Oh, he's just pushing me. Oh no, get past him then. Not like that. Just pushes you. Oh. How do you get past him though? He's standing there. Let's find somewhere else to go then. Not sure where we can go from there. Robot off. I don't want to jump that way. Oh, jeez. Good jump. No more bomb. Time bomb. Digit 1. Teach the dumbbells. Digit 0. He just pushes you. jump. Can't do nothing once it's got you. Oh, do that again. This robot off. Oh. Guess it's just temporary, right? Oh! Yeah, it's temporary. Make that jump. That's a no. Go looking all sweet in. Your score. Is it game over? Guess so. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Oh god, this is hard. We're supposed to get on that little tiny platform. Like that. But you can't get across. No, never mind then. Never mind. Go to the next one. Oh, okay. He just drops off. Digit 4. He's just standing there. Empty. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't harm you, huh? Digit 2. This side, huh? Does it push you off the ledge for a change? Okay. Oh. Come back here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jump on the letter. Here you go. That's what you wanted to do. Here we go. Down we go. Ah, next room. Oh, it's one of these. Actually, it's this room again. Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it now? How do you get past? Can't go up any further. Found 2 and 4. Found. Forget what digits I found. Should we get the same over here? No, it's just nothing. Oh, never mind. 600. Oh, high school 1500. You got 600 points that time, huh? One more attempt here. Oh, we got this room again. Oh, he's gonna push me. Oh, he pushed me off, huh? Let me just walk right across those. Two. Good digit 2. We can't walk through there. That's why we can't. Can't get pushed out of there. Okay. We have a 2. Digit 0. 2 and a 0. Time bomb. Empty. Time bomb. Ah! Oh! Oh, you idiot. No! He didn't turn around! How many robot offs? I got time bombs. That's all I have. Empty, because of course it was. Nine. And 9. Oh, no instructions. I've never really played either this or Puzzle Mission much at all in the past. Oh, I think I'm stuck here. Ooh. Empty, of course it is. 3. 0. Was it a 0 or an 8? 2. All the digits. 7. 0. Robot off. Oh! Hit the wall. Hit the roof or whatever. What's this stupid room? I hate this room. See if we can do anything with these digits now. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, this is where I get stuck again. Until time runs out, I suppose. Try to figure out this stupid room. Nope, he just pushes you out. And he just pushes you out, off, whatever. That's it. 1700. Well, we improved the score a bit. 9 digits. 4 objects. That's it. That's it. Alright. We'll move on, I think. Next game. Next game is Venom Strikes Back. With Gremlin, $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc, joystick keys. Since the forces of Venom are up to mischief, they've kidnapped Matt Tracker's son, Scott. Unless Matt leaves Mask forever, then he'll never see Scott again. With Matt out of the way, Venom will be able to eradicate Mask and take over the world. Matt is left with no choice. He must rescue Scott. You are presented with a 2D view of the lunar surface that flicks to a new screen when you go off the edge, in a similar way to Exelon. On your journey to rescue your son from the clutches of Venom, you will encounter the defences of the moon base. When play begins, you are unarmed. Fortunately, there are 2 masks on the start screen that you can pick up: Penetrator and Backlash. Penetrator allows you to pass through objects unharmed that would normally drain your energy supply considerably. Backlash is a gun that you can use to blast anything that Venom throw at you. Later on, you'll find Jackrabbit, which is a jetpack that's also capable of firing, but it's not as powerful as Backlash. Only one of the masks can be active at any one time, and they are all charged. Initially, they have 99 charges, but they are depleted every time you use them. They must be used with care because some things can only be negotiated with one of the masks. As you travel across the landscape, you will encounter a mixture of Venom forces, stationary guns, mines, water, extending bridges, flying craft, or ground-dwelling creatures will all try and kill you. The guns can drain you slowly of energy until you run out, ending the game. Mines cause you severe damage when you hit them, but like the guns, they can be avoided with Penetrator. Jumping or flying over them is another way of bypassing them. Water may not appear to be a problem, but if you fall in it, you'll sink to the bottom and never to be heard of again. He's another protagonist that cannot swim. Extending bridges appear in some locations. They are over water and you have to determine the timing so you can reach the far side of the bridge. The timing is fairly easy to work out, so the bridges should not prove much trouble. Flying and ground-dwelling things will drain your energy if you hit them, and so they must be shot or avoided. A very nice tune plays on the title screen, and there's another that you'll hear quite a lot initially, the death tune. There aren't many different sound effects, but the ones that there are above average. The backgrounds and sprites will have good use of colour. Animation is smooth and flicker-free. This is the third in the Mask series of games, and I found it to be the most enjoyable of the three. The objectives are not very complicated, and the scenario is not exactly original, but you do get the just one more go and I'll get past that screen feeling. Grab a joystick and blast the forces of Venom. I'm sure that they'll recover and come back in another game. First day target score, 15,000 points. Second opinion. The Green Beret Ixalan type format of game has become very popular just recently. This is another very credible attempt. It has plenty of variety in the features. The different weapons are entertaining and the Venom forces provide lots of challenges. Not exactly a mold breaker, but bags of entertainment value. Green screen view. No particular difficulties. The verdict. Graphics 79%. Smooth and flicker-free animation. Colourful backgrounds and sprites. Sonic 68%. Happy little title tune. Good effects, but not enough of them. Grab factor 85%. Pick up a joystick and blast away to your heart's content. Initial play gives the impression that there's very little depth to the game. Staying power 77%. Careful use of masks is needed, and this makes it more challenging. Scott won't be rescued for a long time. AA rating 81%. After the last Mask game, I had my doubts about the series, but this one has given me back some hope for it. Huh? Let's get started here. One of these. Code broken. Destruction sequence active. Program Fungus. Graphics by Marcos Rowe. Music by Ben. Yeah, this is the only Mask of the Mask games that I got to play back in the day. I had fun with it. So you learned how to use the penetrator to cheat. left. The penetrator. Allows you to go through everything. Like that. That used almost half of it, so. That's nothing. Oh no. Oops. Right, that's right. You get all these transporters. You get the other parts of the game, but you can do this. I'll run out in a minute. Oh. Lifter. Of course, you're stuck here now. And die. Mission terminated. Try it again. Ow. So just oh, I let it go too early. I let it go too early. Don't let it go when you're in a war. A bad thing. Can I shoot this? I can shoot it. That's good. Nice effect on the water though. It's nice looking. Okay, see if we can do this time. And now we go back the other way and hope we don't die. Code broken. Yeah, just barely. Oh, okay, just shoots them up into the sky, huh? That's handy. There's a jackrabbit. I don't need to penetrate anymore. It's oh, that, yeah, I died. One life. That's all you get. Alright, let's keep going. it, because whatever. They're fancy-ass weapons. Code broken. Password is Petals of Doom. Should probably note that down. That's much more useful. Oh, those do kill you, huh? Jump. Ow! That is the wrong, jumping at the wrong time. Enter the password. Let's enter that password in. No delete. Try it again. Look at that. Beta site. Code broken. Password is Valkyr. Code broken. Oh. The CGA color palette. Oh. Must be the moon because we got a bigger jump. Oh. Oh! Well. Let's try other password. Oops. Typed it wrong. Can't type tonight. Oh, we've got this one open as well. This is back to here. Normal penetrator. Oh, how do you avoid that? Duck it or something? Huh? So we can use lifter on this, perhaps. Yep, up it goes. Oh, another one comes along. Of course it does. Of course. Try again. Oh, I missed it. Never ever miss. Ow. Ow. Yeah. Another one. Yeah. Oh, it follows me! And they screw. Ah. Nope. Alright, up the steps, you idiot. Come on. Oh, got it. What? 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 I didn't even know what killed me.